And joining me live to discuss the World Autism Awareness Day is the Director of IK Foundation for Autism, Francis Mohie. Good to have you join us. This pandemic has presented us with new obstacles and challenges, even in the education sector where children are having to learn from home. So talk to us about some of the obstacles that children, living with autism have had to deal with.
Okay, thank you very much. Talking about autism and the challenges they have been faced with so far with regards to pandemic is the fact that traditionally we were used to the conventional, teaching, and all that, without envisaging that something like COVID-19 would come up. And all of a sudden we had to just find ourselves, in this situation. And one of the major challenges we had was the fact that, like I said, they were used to the traditional way of teaching. And because of the preventive, protocol, where the policy said we shouldn't allow for physical contact, talking about social distancing. So that became a very huge problem. So for us to have that direct contact with the children, it was quite challenging and very traumatic even for the parents. And the pandemic lasted for quite a long time, and of course it's still on. And so the holiday that the children had before is no longer the experience they were having during the pandemic. Usually, a week or 2 or 3, the children would have been back to to intervention and all that. But for several months and all that, the children were at home. So the families
that would have
left
created
with double challenges.
For children who have special needs, who require very special kind of learning experience, that must have been very difficult for them. And I want to pick out a statement, in our reports, one of the respondents said something about some schools don't even have special needs, some states rather, don't even have special needs schools. How do we make our environment more convenient and accessible for autistic children?
Okay, thank you very much. And this is so imperative because over time we've heard of inclusive environment. And of course, for us who are on the field, quite a number of schools that were visited, that inclusiveness is not happening. It only operates in theory. But in practical time, it's not happening, honestly. I must tell you that. This is not even outside of Abuja. The Federal Capital Territory, we've had schools that will tell you, oh, we're not prepared to have such children, there's no accommodation for them and all that. And like I said, it's not entirely their fault. But my concern is if we are saying we have inclusive environment, then we must prepare for every child, because every child can learn. So I am saying here today that let the government ensure the policy statement as regards inclusiveness be implemented. Let it be implemented so that every child can learn. This child might not be able to function in the regular school setting, but that school, can have a facility for children with special needs, even within the school environment. So every child is accommodated. Every child is carried along. And until that is done, the policy that says inclusive environment is not quite what it should be from our present experience.
Absolutely.
And of course, that. Again, yeah.
I like that you said we must make preparation for every child. That's a take-home, because every child can learn. That I hope everyone is listening, even just in how we budget, even just in how we plan for society, that children who are living with autism are also included. Director, IK Foundation for Autism, Francis Mohie, thanks for talking to us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.